Guys, Dr. Dave here in Rugged Dad Headquarters. I want to talk to you a little bit about medicine. So I get a lot of emails from Jase Medical, Jase, and I'm going to put all the links and everything below. But I get a lot of emails from them, and I don't want to sound like like I'm nothing but a mouthpiece for these guys. They are tremendous, and I have one of their Jase kits. I should have actually gotten that out to show you. I've got a video. You can probably find it where I talk about the Jase kits. But I don't want to just news dump you every time they send an email, because they send quite a few and they're very informative. So I thought I would just sum some of these up in one video. So this is my Jase Medical video for today. And so let's see. This one here, it's a little bit old, so this might be old news for you. The thing I find usually, though, is if you're like me and you don't follow the news religiously, because most of it's crap and pretty much all of it's depressing, you might not have heard about this, but the CVS and Walgreens pharmacy staff, a bunch of walkouts at those two places. I get my medications from one of these big stores, and I would hate for this to happen in my town, but let's see. Employees at some of the largest drugstore chains in the United States stage a new series of walkouts across the country. Monday, to demand the companies fix what employees say are harsh working conditions that make it difficult for them to safely fill prescriptions and putting the health of their customers at risk. And so they're actually citing a CNN article here about that. And so that's interesting. The thing is, if your pharmacy, if it's the only one near you and it closes, you're not going to have as many options. I saw a recent email where Amazon was trying to pitch me on their pharmacy, and I'll be honest with you, not that I'm just conspiracy theory about Amazon, although they do keep getting much bigger and bigger. It's just that Amazon already feels like it's too much a part of my normal life, and so I'm not sure I want to send my medications over to them. I would much rather stay local, keep my medications local, and that way I can talk to the pharmacist if I have questions. I mean, I've gotten to know them. They know my kids. I mean, we get so much from them sometimes. And besides, it's like the biggest store in the small town I live, so we go in there for snacks and stuff all the time as well. So, I want to shop local even though it's a national chain. Now, these Jase medications, quite a few things they offer. I have the Jase Antibiotic Kit because I want to be prepared for that if something happens. COVID taught a lot of us a lot of lessons about things that we need. And access to medications, one of the biggest things, especially if something like COVID happens again, whether it's real, not real, manufactured by the government to scare us, who knows? I'm just saying something like that is likely to happen again, even whether it's real or a method of control. And one of the ways that they can control you is by limiting your access to medications. Also, if there's a virus or something out there that's taken over, some type of a pandemic, the last thing you want to do is go to the hospital for something small and simple. If you can treat that yourself with prescribed medications, legally prescribed medications at home, you definitely want to be able to do that. All right, so let's look at the next Jase email update. I've got this one. Generics for Narcan and Medrol are now available. Jase just keeps getting better and better. They have added quite a few medications available that you can get there, and you don't have to worry about talking to your local doctor for that, because I've found that most doctors, my family doc is this way. If I ask him for anything, he's just very hesitant to prescribe anything for me. The great thing about Jase is they know why you're getting it, because you're wanting to be prepared, you're wanting to stay out of the supply chain, you're wanting it quick and easy, and you don't mind paying for it. And so you can use their doctors, talk to them. They may ask for paperwork. They may ask for some type of an examination depending on the medication. But generic for Narcan. And so that's becoming more and more popular, especially with opioids and fentanyl and things like that. Generic for Medrol. Methylprednisolone is a corticosteroid, for those of you that didn't know. It's for immune response, inflammatory response, things like that. And so that's one they also offer now. Let's see if there's anything else in this email. Okay, so that's just an update on those two medications. I do remember another one recently, though, where they added ivermectin. And so, before COVID, only farmers knew what ivermectin was. After COVID, everybody wanted ivermectin, especially once Joe Rogan talked about ivermectin, everybody was wanting it. And for a while, the only place you could get it, unless you had a really, really prepper-friendly doctor, You could buy it at Tractor Supply. And I think you still can buy it. I'm not sure. I think you can still buy it there without a vet prescription. But you could buy boxes of powdered ivermectin, like I'm talking huge laundry detergent size boxes. I didn't go that route. I don't know, made in different kinds of facilities and labs, and who knows what else might be in the powder. I mean, it's safe for your animal, but not necessarily safe for you, maybe. I don't know. So if you can get your safe ivermectin through the Jase kit, do it that way. All right, so this next one, I think this may be the last one. What's causing the unusually high number of drug shortages in the U.S.? If you've recently struggled to get a prescription filled or buy certain over-the-counter medicines, you're not alone. Let's see. This year, there were 309 ongoing drug shortages in the U.S., the highest in nearly a decade. Experts blame supply chain gaps, manufacturing delays, and spikes in demand for the shortages. And so it's getting pretty critical. And we also found out after COVID that a lot of people didn't realize very few medications are made in the United States. And so that's a problem. It's a problem. A lot of things are made in Puerto Rico, which is part of the United States, although not a state. But when there are hurricanes there that wipe out the labs and wipe out any chance of transporting anything from Puerto Rico, that's a problem. If your medications are made in India or China or some other place like that, you also have to wonder not just about what's in the medication, but how easy it would be for them to stop delivery if they decided they wanted to hurt the United States in some way. All right, so let's see if there's anything else I need to tell you about. More than 95% of our generic medications come from foreign countries, where we have minimal control over quality of production and supply. Until we can bring manufacturing back to the U.S., our only option is to prepare for ourselves and our families. So let's see. That's the end of that article. And so, a medication-heavy news update, but I like to bring these to you every now and then instead of just bringing them to you every time I get an email. I will put all the links below. I think, I'm going to look. I'm not promising, just in case I don't. I may have a coupon code for the Jase kits. So be sure to look below for the links and click through the link there, and it may get you a coupon code. Excuse me. If you have any, I promise that's not the COVID. I just, choked on a little spit there. But if you have any questions, comments, anything like that, like I always tell you in most of my videos, I don't like to scare people about prepping. I like to bring the pep back into prepping. And so I think the whole notion of just fear and doom and things like that in regard to prepping, some of that needs to go away. I like to just get people prepared for everyday emergencies first, and then be prepared for, a basic kit for any and all disasters, and then very specific kits for disasters that you might be prone to, like wildfires in certain areas, hurricanes in other areas, or perhaps a super volcano in California. Who knows? And so I like to replace some of the doom and gloom with a little bit more of just, hey, let's be ready. Let's survive as long as we can. Let's thrive during the apocalypse. So if you enjoy my videos, be sure to like and subscribe. And I'm going to go ahead and sign out. Y'all take care.